So then guys, today I want to tell you a total of 11 leaks for the iPhone 18 regular, the normal iPhone 18, the successor to the normal iPhone 17 that we have right now. And like I said, there's 11 of these leaks that I want to go over today. So let's get started then with leak number 1, and that's all to do with the design of the iPhone 18. Well, we've been hearing that the iPhone 18's design, first of all, is actually not going to change whatsoever. So the design language that we got with the likes of the iPhone 16 and then on to the iPhone 17 regular is going to stay exactly the same. Don't forget, with the iPhone 17 regular, we actually got a bigger display, and that went up to 6.3 inches big diagonal this time instead of 6.1, but we've been hearing for the iPhone 18 regular to be exactly the same, so the actual overall design language of the phone is not going to change whatsoever. But then the second thing that you need to know about the phone, and this is quite an important one, is that if you're expecting the regular iPhone 18 to come out this September in 2026, you might be a bit disappointed. We've been told that Apple are shifting things up a bit with how they actually introduce iPhones. So in September time, we're going to get, say, the Ultra kind of iPhones and the Pro kind of iPhones out there, the top spec ones. They're going to come out in September time, but then we're also going to get a second release now happening every year, and this will be in the springtime, most likely a March or April time. And at that event, that's where we'll see the regular iPhone 18 being launched alongside the iPhone 18e and also the iPhone Air 2. That is when we're going to see that. So if you're expecting to see it in September, well, you might have to wait out a little bit longer for it. But after this, the third leak I want to talk about, and this is probably going to be the biggest change and update with the iPhone 18 regular, and that is all to do with what's going on the inside of this phone. And the first thing that we've heard is all to do with the main chip. We've been told we're going to get a regular A20 chip inside. We never get a Pro in a regular iPhone, so it will just be an A20. But the difference is, what I will say is that it's probably going to be made on a 2nm process this time around, and this will help out hugely to do with efficiencies. So this will greatly improve on this, especially that all the transistors and resistors are being made about 50% smaller than what they are now on a 3nm processor die. This is really going to help out with your battery life. But then after this, the third thing we also heard, if you're expecting to get all those great new capabilities with Apple Intelligence and things like this that was announced at WWDC, well, this is a bit of a weird one. You won't get that onboard new voice, what you can change, and some other bits and pieces too. The main reason is the RAM is being upgraded, but instead of being 8GB of RAM, it's actually only going to be 9GB of RAM this time. Now, obviously getting a little bit more RAM is good. We were kind of hoping to get 12 gigs, but this is not going to be the case. It is only going to be 9GB of RAM, not 12, so 1 extra gig of RAM. So just be aware of that. But then after this, the fifth big upgrade we've heard about is all to do with the modem inside, and that is we're going to be getting a C2 chip put inside of this phone, or even the C2X. And what this essentially means, this is going to be Apple's custom-made kind of connectivity for 5G, what we're going to get. Don't forget, we have something like this already in the E models and also the iPhone Air models, and this really helps out with efficiencies and battery life. So this will also be going in the iPhone 18. Also, I will just mention at this point, there's 50-50 chance we'll also get that satellite connectivity for internet access, not just SOS calls and things like this. This is the ability you can be in the middle of the desert, the Antarctic, jungle, you name it, and you'll get connectivity to browse the web, maybe stream music, and maybe watch videos at, say, 720p. This is, like I said, is 50-50 that this will be coming to the regular iPhone 18. But alongside this, for the sixth big upgrade, we've also been told that Apple are working on an N2 chip, the Network 2 chip. And basically, we've been told this one will be more efficient and probably a little bit more secure than the N1 chip. Again, this will help out with battery life, but if you're expecting Wi-Fi 8, well, that's still in its kind of testing stages right now. Do not expect it to come out this time with the iPhone 18. It's probably going to be the next generation or even the generation after that, where we will actually get the likes of Wi-Fi Wi-Fi 8 coming along to the iPhone. But first, guys, I just want to tell you about the 2 different giveaways we are doing on this channel. The first one is for my members. It's for an iPhone 17 Pro Max. So if you join the channel membership, you're in the chance to win this iPhone 17 Pro Max. But the cool thing about the membership too is that you also get all behind the scenes access to this channel of renders I'm creating, little head thought spaces and things like this. And it's also a great way to share the community on here. So definitely check out the membership, because like I said, this is where I'm going to be giving away this iPhone 17 Pro Max when we get to 500 members. And I can tell you this right now, we're already at over 150 members, so it's not that far away when I'll be giving this away. Now, the other giveaway we have on this channel, that is for this right here. It is for a MacBook Air 15-inch, and this is an M4 with 512 gigabytes of storage, but it also has 24 gigabytes of RAM. And I'm going to be giving this away to one lucky person on this channel. And all you have to do to enter into this giveaway is quite simple. You just have to put down in the comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2026. It could be a new iPhone, it could be a new MacBook, or it could be absolutely nothing to do with Apple whatsoever. It could be a Steam machine, it could be, I don't know, a PS5, whatever it is, put it down into the comments below. But the other thing I recommend you do is making sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, because I'll be making a video to give away this MacBook Air for when we get to 825,000 subscribers. You heard me right there, 825,000 subscribers when I'm going to be giving away this MacBook Air. And with that, there will be a video. So this is why you want to subscribe to this channel, because you'll get even more information, including a form to fill in too. The other thing I encourage you to do is get your family and friends to join us on this too. Get them to leave a comment as well, and also subscribe, because obviously they have a chance there to enter in as well. So yeah, that'll be really great to see. But the last thing I just want to quickly say to you guys, that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating me, telling to WhatsApp, to Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people. Better see right here. Please do report them. So moving on from this, let's talk about the 7th big upgrade, and that's all to do with the front-facing screen. And that is, we've been told the dynamic island this time is actually going to be made a little bit smaller. We've been told it's going to be made about 1/3 smaller, so it's going to be 2/3 the size of the current dynamic island. Overall, they're not just going to chop off a bit off the end, it's going to be the overall size, just going to be a little bit more shrunk down. The main reason for this is updated Face ID sensors that have been made a bit more smaller now, and things like this too. So at least this won't intrude on your screen space as much as it has done in the past. But then after that, for the 8th big leak we've also heard about, so we're also going to get a brand new screen. It's going to be an LTPO Plus screen, and this is going to be even brighter than before and even more efficient than before. So again, this is going to help out with battery life, definitely, with the actual iPhone. So this is going to be great news here. It's being made by Samsung, and they actually have been using these like in the Galaxy S26 Ultra, for example. So yeah, this is going to be great to see this display being added to this phone too. But then after this, for the 9th big upgrade we've heard about, and that's also that front-facing camera, even though it just got updated with a really good 18 megapixel sensor, we've been told it's going to be upgraded again, this time to the likes of a 24 megapixel sensor. So this time your kind of selfie shots and things like this, or FaceTime calls, are going to be looking even better than they ever have before. So it's great to see this upgrade too. But then after this, for the 10th big upgrade, we've also heard that the camera control button on the side is also going to be changed. It's actually going to be made into a simpler kind of button. If you didn't know this right now, that button is actually one of the most expensive parts on the regular iPhone 17 and also the iPhone 16 when it had it. And to replace it, it's quite expensive. And anyone who's broken it will know it's expensive to replace that button. It seems like Apple found a way to make the button a little bit simpler, whatever that means, but also they've managed to make it cheaper too. So if you did ever break it, the good news is it won't cost as much to actually replace that button. But then finally, for the 11th big leak, and that's all to do with pricing. Now, this is where things are getting a little bit serious here, because obviously Apple have essentially updated the prices for basically all of their products, except for the main devices that they kind of launched in the sort of September kind of time, or let's say Apple Watches and iPhones really. And it looks like that Apple again might be increasing the prices in September time for their Pro models when they do come out, and it could be the same what they could do with the current iPhone 17 and also the iPhone 18 when that does launch. So the price of the iPhone 17 could go up in September by $100. So if you haven't got one already, go and get one right now. But then when it comes to the likes of the launch of the iPhone 18, if the price of the 17 has gone up by $100 this September, and this comes out in March time, the iPhone 18, well, you know, the thing what I'm going to say there is that, yeah, the price is probably going to go up by, you know, $100. So right now it's $799 US for it. It could essentially be $899 US for the baseline version of the iPhone. So yeah, just be aware of that for its launch time. But really guys, that is the latest and greatest we have on the regular iPhone 18. Are you excited for it? Are you going to get one when it does launch? Well, let me know in the comments below. And on that note as well guys, it's time to wrap up the video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. As always, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell too. Until next time guys, I will see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.